Welcome to Our Voice. We are sponsored by the San Joaquin County Asian Alliance, and my name is Clarence Louie, and I'm your host. This evening we have three special guests. To my right we have Lawrence Bryce, and next to Lawrence Bryce we have Mel Sugi Tang, as well as Mr. Nelson Nagai. So welcome to the show, guys. Appreciate you guys coming.
Thank you.
Now I understand we're going to have two special events that's coming on in our community. The first one is about the Edison Hall of Fame, and the second one is about the All Edison High School reunion. Is that right, folks?
Yes.
Okay. Well, before we get into those two events, why don't you share with our audience a little bit about who you are and maybe some of your fond memories going to Edison High School?
I'm Lawrence Bryce. Went to Edison High School from South Stockton in a place they call Plum Nelly. The name describes how far we were on the edge of the city. It says plumb out the city and near out the county. And we had a great time out there. I spent my high school time at Edison High School, and it was a fond memories. I played on the sports program. I had great teachers there that showed a lot of compassion for me and inspiration and encouragement. So Edison High School was a great experience for me.
Really helped you develop as a young man.
Oh yeah, we had strong role models, Coach Washington, Coach Parks, and we had a lot of great academic teachers also that really encouraged us to strive high and that we could be successful in life.
That's good. Yeah. What about you, Mel?
Yeah, Soul Bite, 1972, and great memories. You know, we still have strong ties with all the classmates, and you know, as time goes on, not only with the classmates that graduated with you, but also, you know, man, it could span, you know, 10 years one way and 10 years the other way. But, you know, there's great legacy there at Edison, and we're finding out, and we're trying to keep this legacy going on, that there are great people that develop from that community, that wonderful community where you get a great education. You know, you get involved with sports and other curricular activities, and you know, you most of them just find outstanding citizens there, and I'm glad to be part of that legacy.
Nelson?
Well, let's see, I grew up 2 blocks away from McKinley Park, and went to Grant Elementary, Jackson Elementary, Marshall, and finally graduated from Edison, class of '68. And my experience was, I guess when I started out being kind of a shy person when I was younger, and by the time I got through high school I was pretty extroverted, and so Edison helped me come out of a shell. And I think it was just the mixture of all the cultures, the personalities, the commitment of the teachers and the coaches, just brought out the potential that the students had. So if you wanted to try at Edison, you can actually be somebody. You can make your mark in the world by going to Edison High School.
Well, you know,
I also went to Edison, guys. I don't know if you knew.
Yeah,
that.
we know.
Oh man. and
Outstanding.
And I recall, because when we were going, this was before desegregation came in. So Stockton as a community was pretty much segregated in terms of socioeconomic as well as the color lines, I think. And one thing I always remember about Edison, the faculty there, they always instilled in us a lot of self-pride. Edison was notorious for school spirit, like you said, soul bite. And even today, the kids are calling it E-House. And I think that makes a lot of difference for people, for us, because a lot of times, because socioeconomics, you have to have and you have to have nots. But I don't think at any point in time the people at Edison, the students at Edison, ever felt like they were less than anybody else in the community. I think it was a very, very special place. In fact, my understanding today, we're here to talk about this legacy called the Edison Hall of Fame. Is that right?
Yeah.
Can somebody want to start and kind of share with the audience of what is that, the Edison Hall of Fame?
I guess it was started by Vito Ramirez.
Yeah, Vito Ramirez.
And some of the big names that helped them were Coach Washington and Coach Parks. And there may be some other ones, because I know Lawrence, you've been involved with it also. Maybe you can
Joe
share
Morales.
Okay.
Frank Legaska, Miss Franco, who's librarian.
So when did this Hall of Fame thing started? And
Well,
what's the
the
purpose of it?
First Hall of Fame class was 1988, and you know, the idea, I think, of Coach Ramirez was the story of Edison was fading. In other words, like, he started out, in his own words, he explained it this way: most of us started out with two strikes against us. One is we were low income or poor, and the other one part of it is that we were not white or minorities, but we didn't strike out. And the story that he felt inspired by was that the students, despite a lot of difficulties and obstacles, were able to become really successful. In fact, more successful than what a lot of people thought we would be able to achieve. So then in 1988 he started this Hall of Fame, and the reason why he started the Hall of Fame in 1988 was he wanted to wait for the students to actually make their mark in the world. I mean, you graduate from high school, you might be, you know, 4-letter, and you might have a 4.0, but then what are you going to be 20 years later? He wanted to wait till we had finished our college, started our career, started our families, and see what kind of people we turned out to be. And I get that from there he started, you know, like putting together his Hall of Fame. And if you go down to Edison High School, you'll see the pictures of all the people in the Hall of Fame for the last 20 years mounted in the hallways. And it's just to give, I think, students an idea of where they come from and what they can do.
Yeah, I'd like to make a point that I think that was really strong in his mind, that he, being a Mexican American, he would tell you he was proud of being a Mexican American.
I'm sorry, Beto Ramirez?
Yeah, Coach Beto Ramirez.
Okay.
And he was my baseball coach also, and he would inspire us with these strong talks about being successful, the things that he had to overcome. And he wanted to be able to have something, the Edison Hall of Fame, to show the new generations of what could be done from ordinary people being able to set high goals and do extraordinary things in their life and in their community. So I think Mr. Ramirez will be very proud of us. We lost him this year. He will be very proud of us, of this committee, even here, representing and letting the people in our community know that Edison, it was a special place, and it still is a special place, and the children there, if they can strive to do extraordinary things, they will be successful. And then we, as our pictures in the Hall of Fame, in the hallway, are just examples of them, of ordinary people from that community, from Edison High School community, South Stockton, have went on to become doctors, pilots, attorneys, anything you could think of, great community people, that they came from that community.
So what I'm hearing, therefore we recognize these individuals. We have a photo of them down in Edison High in Toll Hall.
Yes.
So then therefore the current students who go into high school can see these people as part of the role model and the legacy of Edison High, and hopefully that would inspire the young people that they also can do it too.
Yeah. We'd like to take it maybe a step further, other than along with the pictures. I mean, you know, like they may have they don't even have a name, I don't think, or do they? I can't remember.
Yeah, the name.
Okay, they have the name, but what they don't have is the bio. You know, they could have a Maxine Hung Kingston there, you know, but maybe a freshman or somebody maybe say, who is that? Now I would say, you know, this is a renowned author, you know, with three books, and they would know, wow. You know, and it could extend also to the athletes that Edison has produced.
Well, you know, the other thing the Hall of Fame does too is it honors the past teachers and past coaches
That's right.
that didn't graduate from Edison, but they made contributions to Edison while they were there. So we honor them too. So their pictures are over in the hallway.
Right.
And and one of the reasons why we want to continue this is that there's many more people that are deserving to be in that Hall of Fame.
The All Edison class reunion will be held on November 26th from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the Stockton Buddhist Church Social Hall, located at 2820 Shimizu Drive in Stockton, California. Tickets for the event are $20 per person. Please send a self-addressed stamped envelope and check payable to Edison Class of 68 to Nelson Nagai, 1246 Greeley Way, Stockton, California, 95207.